Brian from the Disability Digest. You're about to listen to a conversation I had with a member, April, about her disability benefit review that she had. It's taken her 2.5 years, the time that I spoke to her recently, to get it resolved. During that time, she had no income. She was homeless. It's an unfortunate set of circumstances that she went through, but I share this story with you at April's request so that you understand that these reviews are real. And there's some tips that I expect you'll gain from this to help you understand what to do in the unfortunate event that something like this happens. And I can't stress the importance enough to continue to follow the messages that we put out in the videos that will teach you what to do to keep your benefits. So stay tuned for more videos here at the Disability Digest. Enjoy the conversation with April. Thanks.
I'm confused. I'm confused now. You, how, so you just got approved in March, and which would mean after you're approved you can get on Medicare, but you're saying that you're getting your Humana policy reinstated. Was your decision in March, were you on benefits before?
Yes, and let me back up with that. Let me back up and let me
Okay.
let me tell you why the judge was so quick to also approve it, because back in January, I think 2018, there was a lady through the Aldine vendor office who should have never had her hands on my file, accidentally, for whatever unknown reason, denied my benefits because she went to do a review on it, denied my benefits, and then filed my folder in her desk. And so my situation has gone from there, and I have a paper file. So I was already on disability, and she did that. So, and she got reprimanded. She did get in trouble, I do know that.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
at that point, my Humana insurance got declined, and they were trying to say I owed all that back money on my insurance. And I have to get bladder surgery every 6 months for the rest of my life.
Oh my God, April, you're kidding.
No. So that's why the Humana lady has stepped in to help me. They know me. And so she's trying to say, no, we got to get this done. So it's been an ordeal. It's been a crisis. And that's why this man, Mr. Dorsey, at the hearing office, is like, I mean, he had me bring certain files to him personally before the hearing. And so he knew me before the hearing, and he was trying to help me because he knew the situation. And when the judge saw all this, he's like, and in my medical conditions, he's like, why is this even in my office? Why did this even happen? And so he said, no, we need to, he goes, I'm approving this, and we need to expedite this case. And here we are.
So I want to make sure I get this, and I preface this by saying that I don't know if you followed what we do, but we try really hard to help people understand how to keep their benefits because they are petrified of going through what you just did. So I want to see if I get this right from a learning experience.
Okay.
All right. So you were on benefits for how long?
I was awarded back in 2010, March 2010.
Okay, 2010. And if you don't mind my asking, how old were you when you were awarded? About.
I'm trying to think, how old am I right now? I'm 53. Sorry. My mind went blank.
So, okay, so you're 53 now, so 10 years, so 43?
Yes.
Okay. So then you had a disability review that came along. You got a notification in the mail, and then you probably submitted your medical, and you've been having pardon?
I didn't mean to cut you off. That didn't even happen. she somehow automatically declined me, and that's where the mistake came in.
Oh, so you weren't sent a notice of review?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So
I don't even know if this lady still has a job anymore, to be honest. I'm not sure.
So how did you find out without getting any notification? Did your check just stop coming?
Yes. Yes, and I had to go down and do the expedite the appeal. That's how I found out. And then I didn't even understand why it was at the wrong office, because it should have always been at the Conroe office.
So was it one of those things where you're expecting your check in your account and you're like, okay, what's going on? Is the government out of money?
Yeah.
Or,
Yep.
yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so then you go down to the local office, and they explain what happened, your benefits were stopped, and you're probably freaking out. All right. And so then,
But it was at the wrong office, and this lady had it, so I had to go down to all the vendor locations to do the appeal. It was a hot mess.
okay, so how did you had a lawyer help you on the appeal?
At the very end, after doing my second appeal, and so I even thought, I had one of the Social Security ladies say, hey, while all this is going on, let's set up SSI for you, which they ended up combining the SSI into my Social Security disability and like tying it up while it was at the hearing. What am I trying to say? So it tied it up where I didn't get SSI at that time. So I was getting no income. And
so why couldn't you get SSI? Do you have a spouse that works or something?
Nope. So they don't know. They don't know. The judge was looking at it, and he goes, why did this happen? So he approved me for SSI and all the back pay with the SSI. He approved me for my Social Security and all the back pay for that.
Uh-huh.
He made me favorable for everything because he said this should have never happened. So I just started getting my SSI and a little bit back pay for that. In fact, when the judge's and the attorney's office called me yesterday, he said what they're holding up your back pay on your SSD is because you just started getting your SSI. And she's like, they need to make sure they didn't overpay you on your SSI. And I said, that judge awarded me my SSI and my back pay on it because it got pinned into my SSD.
Okay, so I have a few more questions. I really appreciate you sharing your time with me. Sorry. I kind of feel like I'm interrogating you, but I'm fascinated by your story.
I know.
How did you get an attorney to take your case? Because it's not like a typical case with back benefits when you're going through the approval process, if you don't mind my asking.
I found her at the last minute because I already had the hearing set up for March 3rd.
Yeah.
Basically, honestly, I had done all the paperwork. I would go down to the Social Security office. They knew me down there. I mean, every single one of those women knew me. They were helping me at that office. In fact, truthfully, one of them has told me I needed to honestly to sue for everything that's done to me. And
Wow.
she said, I've been wrongfully done. And this has been recently she said this. But the lawyer, honestly, basically what she did was show face there. Because she said a couple words, the judge basically talked to me, looked over my folder, and approved it right then and there. Because when we walked in, before we walked in there, she talked to me and she said, look, you're not going to get approved today. You'll probably hear something within 3 months. And she said, and then it's going to take another 90 days before, you get your awarded money if you get awarded.
Mm-hmm.
And so he within 15 minutes of looking over my case and kept asking me, why don't you have your, why did this happen to you? What is, why? And I kind of explained to him what happened with that lady, and it was all in the notes because he saw where central office got involved with that lady, and she was reprimanded, and he's just looking over all my medical issues, and he goes, you know what? I'm approving this right here. You're awarded. I'm expediting this case. You're fully favorable of your SSI, your SSD. And she's sitting there, my lawyer sitting there all quiet, and we walked out of the room after the judge spoke to us, and she goes, you got awarded right now, and I'm like, yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And I knew that day it was going to happen. I don't know how or why. I just knew.
Felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry. I know.
No. Listen, I've been doing this since 2006. I've heard a lot of stories. Yours is definitely unique. So
that's what the ladies say at the Conroe office too. Trust me.
Yeah, this is what's worked for us here in these what I would call kind of high-profile cases. You have in your area a Texas House member, Will Metcalf.
Okay.
And my suggestion would be to contact his office.
I'm out right now. Okay.
And explain your situation as concisely as you can. I was on benefits. I was wrongfully terminated, I believe, and so do others. And I was put back on benefits, but I haven't been paid yet. And I'm homeless. What can you do to help me out? Is there anything you could possibly do to help me out? Okay?
Okay.
So that's one.